Hey guys, shout out to my high flyers. My name is Tori and you're watching FLYday. So when I started my journey of being self-employed, which will be 4 years in August, I promised that I would be as transparent as possible in regards to my journey, to things that happened, things that didn't happen, the highs, the lows, the struggles and the triumphs. I promised that I would be transparent. Only because I believe there's a lot of people that we look up to, celebrities, non-celebrities, people that are influential, influential people and that kind of stuff. And I feel like them, as well as the rest of the world, kind of just shows their highlight reels. We show the highs, we show the things that we've achieved. We may show a few lows, but we don't necessarily go deep into it, and that's human nature, and I understand that. But one thing that I had me feeling away was the fact that I'd see these people doing well, and all I saw was them doing well. I never saw the realness, maybe struggles, maybe things they had been going through that I may relate to, so I know actually I can get there even though I'm going through what I'm going through. So that's what I'm here to talk about. I'm very scared. It's always hard to be vulnerable. It's always hard to be honest about things that you may not tell people. And the reason I'm telling you or sharing it is because, one, it's good to share. Two, it's good to talk and get things off your chest. But three, because I want people to know that if you are struggling or going through something, or there is a constant struggle you're going through, or battle or sacrifices you're going through, that you're not alone. And it's especially heightened when you're doing something out of the norm, when you're doing something that has no structure, that you've never done before. You are going to go through these moments. Right now in my life, I am struggling like no man's business. I'm not broke. There's no money. That's the truth. And I'm trying to be as open, as honest as I possibly can. And I think I was afraid to say it before because of how people look to me. Do you know what I mean? And it's not to say that, the whole world is like, I'm this person, but I know there are people that are inspired by my journey, whether it's self-employed or whether it's FLYday. People are inspired by it, and I'm so humbled. I'm just like, wow, me chasing my dream or creating a life that I want or I believe I deserve inspires people. And even my little victories, which I don't even believe are victories, I don't see them as victories, people are inspired by, and that's amazing. But I feel like sometimes I'm like, am I showing the full picture? Am I showing the whole image? Because people may aspire to have the confidence I have, or to have the gusto that I have, and not necessarily know the full picture. So they might be looking at the lives and saying, well, why is this person, not necessarily me, why is this person having all of this? And I'm not, and I'm going through all of this, which is, could be seen as negative. I'm here to tell you that it happens. It's balance. It's a balance of a life. People just assume that, because you're happy and you're smiley and you're always positive, that there aren't things going on with you. Do you know what I mean? And I think the biggest thing for most people is finance. Yeah. So people look at me and assume because I'm going somewhere, I'm doing something, that it's all hunky-dory. But that's not the case. Since November, my financial situation has plummeted to all-time low. Before I was struggling. So imagine you're struggling and now your income is even less. What's that? What's underneath struggling then? And that's where I am at now. People just think that because people are only outputting positivity, that things are not what they are. I'm just rambling now. I'm going to give you an example, and this is so real. There's no food in my fridge right now. There hasn't been food in my fridge for, I couldn't even tell you how long. It's literally that. The sacrifices, when you guys see me going on shoots and stuff, and I've sacrificed something There is no luxuries in my life right now. And I'm not saying this to be a downer or to be a Debbie Downer or to be like, oh, you know, feel sorry for me or whatever, all that kind of stuff. It's just to give some perspective and to give some sort of balance in regards to life. This is just my journey. I don't know what anyone else is. I don't know if it's different. I know there are a lot of things that I'm paying for now, hence not planning things and not thinking things through and not knowing my market properly. I am definitely seeing the struggles now, but I know I'm going to get through it. Literally, the money comes in, goes to the essential, which is rent, gas, electric. Like, those are the three things. Food, as far as I'm concerned, is luxury. It sounds crazy, but I can't not have gas or not have electric. Actually, yes, I can actually do without gas. I can boil the kettle and pour it into a bucket, and I'm being so deadly serious, into a bucket and shower with that, because I've been there and I've done that. But I can't not go without electricity. I need that to film, to edit, to do all this kind of stuff. So that's what I need. So those are things I need. I need the roof over my head to be secure and for me to have electricity. As far as I'm concerned, everything else is a luxury. So that's the situation I'm going through right now. That's what's happening with me right now. I was in ES magazine. People saw me walk on my Insta story. People saw me walk to go get a copy of ES magazine. I didn't walk because that was because, you know, I wanted to walk. I walked because I had no money. I had no money to get on the bus to go there to get that magazine. So I walked, yes, 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back, because I wanted to get that magazine. It's something that's happened in my life that was absolutely great and fantastic, and I wanted to get it. And that's not me trying to be pity. That's just trying to kind of give you some balance. There's sacrifices that I've made as a choice, yes, 100%. I could go back and get a 9 to 5. I could go and, you know, do all these things, but where would that leave me in regards to the life that I want to live, the life that I choose, the life that I think that I deserve, the life that I think I can live? And if that means for the next 10 years, I'm going to struggle, and at the end of that 10 years, I'll begin to see the life that I believe I deserve and I can get, and doing what I love and making money from it, then yeah, I'll do it. If you know me, it's not about the money. I'm not out here trying to be rich. I'm not out here trying to be, you know, anything. I just want to be able to do what I love and for me to be comfortable. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing what I'm doing. And that's not to say for anyone to be like, oh, here, I want to help you. That's not the point. The point of me telling you is that there's highs. There are things you see me done, you see me do, and you see me achieve. And in the back end, it may not necessarily always be that. And that's not for me to tell you and tell the whole world that I'm struggling and the woe is me. And, you know, even though I'm doing this, I'm making sacrifices. I'm going to my friends' shows and I'm thinking, can I make it to their show? Don't know. Don't have the money to make it. If I do go to this show, what am I going to do next week when I have a shoot, when I have a booking? Do you know what I mean? I'm weighing things up. So in the past 3 years, if I've been to your show or your birthday, or I've cancelled on something, on dinner or something, it's not because I don't want to do it or because I can't make the time. I literally cannot get there. I cannot even get travel money, let alone sit down to eat with you. Do you know what I mean? And that's a choice that I've made. I know for me it's temporary. Do you know what I mean? There's a point when this is going to change, and my hard work and me being smart is going to change that. But I just want people to know that if you're in a situation where you're striving to do something that you want to do, and you find it difficult because of finance, because of time and all these things, it is possible, but there's things that you have to go through. Do you know what I mean? A struggle. And I'm not to say that struggle means success. It doesn't always mean that. But there are going to be sacrifices you make that may slow down the process, but are necessary for you to go through. That's what I'm saying. I thought by year 3, I'm going to make enough money for me to, no, I'm not. I'm making enough money to keep my lights on in my house. Literally, that is what I'm making. And imagine all the outgoings you have. Phone bill, electric, freaking council tax, water, all these things. Do you know what I mean? And they're piling up, and I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do, and do you know what I mean? So just because someone's always happy and always doing it, don't necessarily assume that life is rosy. Yes, there are highs and yes, there are lows, but sometimes there's highs and lows at the exact same time. You understand what I'm saying? And you're not bad for those things happening to you. You're not doing things wrong for those things happening to you. I was really ashamed before because I felt like I'm Am I doing something wrong? Am I not? I'm looking at people's lives and I'm just like, wow, and I'm not realizing that I'm comparing my life, which you shouldn't do anyway, but I'm comparing my life to someone's show reel, to someone's highlights, to someone's, best parts. Do you know what I mean? And you shouldn't compare anyway, but you do something to gauge. I do understand that. But don't ever think that because someone shows certain things, that's always what it is. It's always a facade on social media. There's always do you know what I mean? Like I'm going to show you the best because that's how to sell yourself. I just want to put it out there and just say that I'm trying to be as transparent as possible, and I don't expect pity back, and I don't want pity back. That's the worst thing you can ever do. Like, don't do that. But I want people to know that there's highs and lows, and there's always balance in life. And just because you're seeing an output from somebody, and it's always positive, and it's always great, and you always see them doing stuff, you don't understand what they've sacrificed to do that, or what they've worked to get to that point, which may seem so normal and basic to you, and it's not. It's not. So keep on going, keep on striving. Don't let setbacks change anything you want to do. Regardless of anything that you're doing, you can make it work. Work with what you have, because you can make it. Because I am not in a position to tell anyone anything. I don't have the best equipment. My equipment is actually breaking on me. Do you know what I mean? I don't have regular income. I'm not even eating food regularly. It's that real, yeah? And I'm still making things happen. Do you know what I mean? So don't let that ever be an excuse to you. Don't let anyone ever talk you out of something that you want to do. If you can think about it, you can make a way to make it happen. It may not happen tomorrow or today, but you can work to make it happen. And yeah, just keep going. You can do it. And I'm not in a position of anything right now to be successful or anything like that. But I am going forward, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna sacrifice myself for anything. I'm gonna go forward because I know I see my end success. Like, I see it so clear, like it's unreal. And nothing ain't gonna stop me from getting there, like nothing. Even the situation that's happening right now, nothing's gonna stop me from getting there. I'm gonna do it. And if I can see it, so can you. So I'm gonna stop rambling now because the video's gonna be super, super long. Remember, in order to fear less, you have to do more. See you later, guys.